Peter, the Choices Card is a program by the VA healthcare system. They have sent these cards to veterans and told them if they live more than 40 miles away from a CBOC, from a VA health center in a metropolitan area, or if it's going to take more than 30 days for them to see a VA doctor, these cards can be used at private health centers, hospitals. Out here in Superior, Mineral Regional Health Center and Mineral Community Hospital. Those were the ones that I was trying to get in touch with. The reason that it's so important out here, we have so many veterans. We've got 4,000 people that live out here, Peter. 11% are veterans. We've got a long way to get into Missoula, 60 miles from Superior. These vets that have received the Choices Card are calling up saying, I want to work and get the pre-authorization to come and see one of your providers. We're saying, I'm sorry, we can't because the VA has not certified us yet as a satellite VA facility or whatever they want to call us. We have to submit the paperwork, which we have done, and now they say it's going to take another 90 days for us to receive certification so that we can start seeing these veterans.
Now, let me ask you this. Did they state at the town hall meeting, Monty, that these Choices cards could be honored just ASAP?
They referred to that, and we had to submit our questions in writing. And I was the first one in there, wrote out the question, and submitted it, and it was never answered. And they told us, if we don't answer your questions from the panel, we'll write you a letter and answer your question. There was one gal who did get a chance to ask a question, and it was, what if you're a provider and you want to see vets? What do we need to do? The answer that came from the panel was to call this toll-free number. And I went and talked to her afterwards and explained what they had told me, because I had called them. They said, submit your paperwork, but once you send it in, it's still going to take 90 days. And I told her that, and she said, well, how can that be? There's $10 billion in this pot of money to use. I don't know how long that's going to last, Peter, but some people say that's not going to last very long. And what I just want to do is expedite the entire process for all the health facilities that want to serve vets not to have to wait 90 days for them to review two pieces of paper that has our basic information about who we are.
Now, from what I hear you saying, is that it's going to take 90 days for each separate healthcare facility to be certified. Is that correct?
Exactly. That's the way that HealthNet, who handles this VA Choices Card, that's what they have told us. That's what they told the Montana VA healthcare system. And that's what I'm saying. Come on, Montana, you've got some pull. Jump through hoops or do something. They're telling me just to call them. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. That ain't the way to do business, especially with the government.
So what exactly, who are you exactly waiting to hear from now, Monty?
Well, the person that I was working with, let me look this up here, Peter, hang on. Nice guy. All of those guys were good. They gave a marvelous presentation. And the whole key behind everything is the VA healthcare system is doing everything they possibly can to instill trust back into the veteran community. The interim acting director, John Ginetti, I'm not exactly sure how to say his name, Peter. He gave a marvelous presentation on it. He says, that's unacceptable. We're going to fix this on all these subjects. The person that I realized was the authority on the Choices Card for Montana is Todd Dunlap. And he's the one that I cornered, told him the story, and he said he'd look into it because he said that's ludicrous.
And have you heard back from Todd yet?
Yes, I did. And that's part of the email, but I can read to you what he said here.
Go ahead.
Hey, Monty, I did get a response back from HealthNet with the exact same answer. Unfortunately, this is out of my hands and out of my control. I would recommend to continue to hound them until a more appropriate resolution is presented. I would also send this to a congressional leadership group in the Missoula area. That leadership needs to hear the frustrations of this program.